back to the shop. Today I'm going to be starting a new project, taking a little bit of a diversion from the other stuff. Basically, it's time. Wheeled the old Blazer into the garage. It's finally time for me to start building a bumper. Picked up some steel from the local junkyard, the local steel recycler. About 30 bucks for this and some other odds and ends. So yeah, I think it's time to start making a bumper. First step is going to be to unbolt the old bumper and see what we've got to deal with as far as the frame rails. There we go. Beauteous. All right. So I'm going to bolt it up about right here and probably do something about the bottom half. So I'm going to probably just tie into these holes on the top side with this piece, because this particular piece just isn't quite big enough. So it's going to sit around here, come up to about here. I'm going to cut the back side of the tube. So cut a relief right here for all that, and then we'll offer it up. Alrighty then, I got my measured the frame rails. I got one spot that's 5 inches wide, one spot that's 4 inches wide, about 14 inches and 28 inches off center. So now I'm going to cut some Chinese gloves. And I've scribed my lines out. I'm going to cut and then cut down through the side. There we go. All right, one down, ready to go. Those cut out and dressed up on the edges where they need to be flush. So let's go mount it up to the truck. All right, let's see how she fits. Well, at least my measurements were right. This to sit up just a little bit high, so it's flush with the tailgate. It's looking pretty good. A little lower on this side. Let's see. Does it interfere with the tailgate? Well, it looks like my welder interferes with the tailgate. Alright, let's try this again. Welder's out of the way. We're going to touch. Let's just see how low I can get this. That should be low enough. Yeah. All right. Take 3. Well, it's touching there, but the whole thing actually needs to shove up in a bit. You know, I think that might be good. So now, next step is I'm going to trace the holes on the back side with a Sharpie. And then I can drill them out. And then we can start mounting things for real. There's the hole. All right, let's see if this fits. Hopefully I did my measurements right. winner. Now let's bolt. Okay, so we got this nice and bolted down. I want to angle it a little bit, do a 45 and then maybe eventually a 90 to give a little bit of side protection. So while looking to see where I want to start this, I think I'm going to do it right at that guy. So this is a nice good reference mark. If I don't actually cut it there, at least it'll be something I can reference against. That square. I was hoping this would actually stick through, but looks like not. At least I'll get to, at least I'll just be able to do this. Actually, I was going to use this for later, but I got a angle gauge. I'm going to align that so I have a nice 90. About there. Square that up on that. Tighten her down. So now I can reference this edge of the body. Scribe a line, and I can use the actual square to make that a bit deeper. Then the next thing I'm going to do is take a pie cut at about 22 degrees on both sides. That way when I fold it in, I can get approximately a 45. And so that's going to look, the bumper itself is going to curve just like this and then tuck like so. So now do that on the other side. Got my angle gauge set to 22 degrees. I could go 22 and a half, but it's best to go a little bit smaller. That way I can open it up and fill it with weld if I need to. If it's too, if I went to say 23, or went to say, yeah. Actually, yeah, I'm going to want that actually at 23. I'm just going to cheat it a little bit. Thinking about it wrong. Anywho, it's not going to be completely perfect, but at least we can get close. So, got a mark there, mark there. And then flip it. And we're going to trace those marks to the back side. It's nice and visible, so I can know where to cut. Also, I'm going to use that center line that I have from before. I'm going to trace that down here. trace these guys. This way I have a reference on both sides. So the end goal is to remove this middle section, maybe heat it up unless I can just bend it, bend this to a 45, and then weld down the middle. Alright, that's one side done. Let's see the end. Yeah, she'll bend. Probably heat it up first though. Now to finish off the other side. Finally. Well, that side's folding easier. Alright. Well, that one's good. Well, it's no Instagram weld.